I feel like I've always found writing as like such a great like outlet, and I've always like loved reading and writing since I was like a kid. Yeah, and I just like how creative it is, and like especially with like my poetry because it's so visual. Like it really allows me just to be like creative. The first book, The Figures of Speech, I think is definitely more of like a compilation of like work that I've been doing, whereas my the second book, Being, is definitely has like a theme, which is, environmental. I think with a lot of poetry, you're thinking about like the words on the page, but in a lot of my poems, you're also like considering what's not there and the empty space. And yeah, and I think with a lot of poems, it really like makes the reader like pay attention to like what's there. If it's like one word or like, a smaller poem, it just gives it much more space. Yeah, I think a lot of it is I get a lot of my inspiration from nature. I live in New York City now, but I used to live in Western Massachusetts. So I've like grown up around nature, and like in the environment is something that's very important to me. So I think that definitely has like a huge influence on my work. Honestly, I think what I first noticed about Telltale, why I first was interested, because of their like website was so nicely laid out and everything. I had found them online and I reached out to them, and they were so supportive and like great from the beginning. And it's just like been such a great partnership. Yeah, and the covers, they're so cool. I was so happy with how those turned out because I didn't know, like I had some kind of ideas about how I wanted the cover to be, but those that were like totally their own ideas, and I was like, this is perfect. Yeah, it was just the whole process was so fun to work on. My experience has been amazing, and I definitely recommend it as a self-publishing service. So yeah, if I was recommending it to a friend, I would definitely tell them that my experience was great and that I think they should go for it.